Well, welcome back to Community Calendar. I have Chris and Pastor Andrew from St. Paul's Lutheran Church here in Perham. And you have some events kind of coming up here, and in the process of, we have Advent services and meals. So before I turn to Chris to talk about the meals, Pastor Andrew, what is Advent? What does that mean?
That is a good question. So Advent is a time of preparation. A lot of us are already in the Christmas season, rightly so, singing Christmas carols, drinking hot chocolate, but Advent is really a time preparing for Christmas Day, and for us the season doesn't start until Christmas, and then you got the 12 days of Christmas starting December 25th. So Advent, we're taking these few weeks to prepare for that day, so it gives us an extra opportunity for some services and the meals that we're here to talk about.
Okay, so well, why don't we stay with you, Pastor? You have services. So when are your Advent services, and are they different than a typical service, or what goes on?
No, good question. They are different, at least for us. Other churches may do things differently, but we hold ours as a midweek service. So Wednesdays at 6:30 at our church, just a number of blocks down the road here. 6:30, anybody is welcome. It's preceded by that meal, so the 5:30 meal, and it differs each week. This week, I'm going to give it away, but it's pulled pork. But this will be aired after that, so sorry you missed it. But a meal, family friendly, and then at 6:30, it's a shorter service than what we do on Sunday mornings, but it's kind of laid back, very musical the way that we're doing it, and just those 3 weeks leading up to Christmas, and then we'll take a break until the next season that we usher that in.
Okay, so he gave it away. Pork, pulled pork.
Yeah.
That sounds delicious.
Yep.
So you will have two more meals, but when this is airing, Wednesday and then the following Wednesday. So give us the details.
So the meals will be at 5:30, and for these next two meals, they're put on by the youth from our church. So this upcoming Wednesday will be our confirmation kids, and we're going to be doing a baked potato bar at 5:30. So hey, coffee, juice, baked potatoes, all the toppings, and lots of bars and cookies. So 'tis the season for that. So free will donation for goes to help the youth the confirmation programs. And then the following week, I believe we're going to have chili, and that's going to be done by our youth program, not just specifically the confirmation, but that'll go to help any free will donations to support our youth ministry programs at St. Paul's. So yeah, 5:30 this week for baked potato bar, and then next week 5:30 for the I'm pretty sure we're doing chili, and then stay for the real feeding, which is at worship.
Sure. And do you have to be a member of the church to come?
No, you don't have to be. We would love for you to come join us for a meal, and we'd love to, stay for the worship service, but certainly come in for the meal as well. So.
All right. So that's free meal this Wednesday, next Wednesday at St. Paul's Lutheran Church in Perham. And what's the location there?
So we're at 500 6th Avenue Southwest here in Perham. So it's just, I don't know, go down. Yeah.
5 blocks from 1894, which is the old church.
The old church. Yeah, there we go. That's a good direction.
Okay. So I have Pastor Andrew and Chris here from St. Paul's Lutheran Church. And then you have a cantata coming up. And what is a cantata?
So the cantata is just a special musical event that they're celebrating Christmas. And they also do cantatas at Easter time as well. So the cantata, and I'm not in the cantata, and Pastor Andrew's not in the cantata, but just to share a little bit about it, the theme for this year's cantata, which this is an annual event. They've been doing this for many, many years. But it's O Holy Night. And it's going to be held at our church, St. Paul's Church, at 7 o'clock on Sunday, December 17th. And there will be, I got to take a look at this sheet because I think they said there's going to be refreshments to follow. Don't think they're having chili or potato bar, but they'll be having refreshments to follow. So come and enjoy a beautiful night of singing by the community choir, and I also believe that St. Paul's Bell Choir is going to be playing as well that evening.
Okay, so this isn't a specific St. Paul's musical performance.
This is a community choir, I think between Perham and New York Mills communities, the community churches, and but we're hosting it. Typically, it's been held at 2 locations, but this year it's just going to be at St. Paul's. So, and I was also going to mention, since the Sunday, December 17th, if you want to hear some children share the good news of Jesus' birth, come down on that morning at 9 o'clock. The children of St. Paul's are going to be presenting their Christmas program, and it's going to be a wonderful time at 9 o'clock. And then the youth are having a bake sale after that, so you could leave with goodies.
Man, that all sounds wonderful. And who doesn't love watching kids sing and sing about Jesus?
I think the theme is we like to eat at St. Paul's.
I like that theme. So just to close up, Pastor Andrew, can you tell us when your church services are?
Yes, we meet regularly and usually Sunday mornings at 9 a.m., just the one service. We've been pretty full lately. We've been thinking about expanding, but we're not at that point yet. So Sundays 9 a.m., always followed by a Sunday school education hour around 10:30. So adults or kids, some coffee and goodies following, but then they break off into classes if you choose to hang around for that. And then these Wednesdays come with like the Advent season, or Lent is another season that prepares for Easter, but that won't be till Ash Wednesday is on Valentine's Day this year, but that's down the road. So usually Sundays at 9 a.m. Certainly anybody welcome to attend and join.
Okay, super. Well, thank you so much for joining us on the community calendar, and we'll be back in just a second.